Welcome to Tea Time. I'm Kathleen Pogany with the Reynolds team, and this is the first in a series I started called Tea Time, all about my passion for cold teas. This is the first one. It's SEALANTRO, a British cafe and market, and we're going to go in and talk to the co-owner Jane and get to learn a little bit about this unique store. Okay, so I'm here with Jane. She is the co-owner with her husband Michael at SEALANTRO British Cafe and Market. And Jane has a beautiful tea set up for us. Jane, would you like to tell us a little bit about what you have here today?
Certainly. We have what is traditionally called a cream tea, and that is when you have two tiers: the finger sandwiches and then the scones with clotted cream and jam. And for our sandwiches, we have smoked salmon with Irish butter, organic egg salad with locally grown cress, cream cheese and cucumber, and coronation chicken, which was created for Queen Elizabeth II's coronation in 1953. And then your top tier is always the scones, which I make in-house daily. I wake up in the morning and my first thought is, how many scones am I making today? And clotted cream and jam. Either strawberry or raspberries, the more traditional.
And I wandered in because I heard about some of your great food items and didn't realize that you had tea at Go Figure. And I love tea. I drink my tea cold. I'm drinking the passion fruit and hibiscus tea. And Jane has the hot tea brewing.
Yes, I am going to pour a cup of China Rose, which is a black tea with rose petals in it. Really delicious tea.
And Jane, can you tell me a little bit about you and Michael? I know Michael is homegrown. He went to Vero Beach High School, and Jane obviously is not. So why don't you tell us a little bit about getting started here and what your thoughts are for your vision?
Well, we actually started as a catering company doing primarily healthy foods. And we've really evolved. It's been one of the biggest transformations I would have expected of what we set out to do and what we've actually ended up doing. But I like to quote John Lennon, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. It's my favorite. That's
very true.
So for the first few years of our business, we had a healthy prepared meals service. And then we actually started running the cafe at McKee Botanical Garden. And that's where we began doing the teas.
Okay.
So when we opened this location on 6th Avenue just over a year ago, we decided to continue doing the teas here. And we're definitely evolving more in the direction of the British foods, just because of the huge demand that we've had. We literally started because people would say, well, can you make me some scones? Can you make me some sausage rolls? Can you make some Cornish pasties? And, you know, Michael will tell you I rarely say no to anything. And so we started doing more and more of that, and it really has become most of our business. At the same time, we're building a community, not just from Anglophiles who live here in Vero Beach, but we've also discovered a huge community of Treasure Coast Brits that we've been tracking via our maps.
Oh, okay.
So we have maps on the wall that are phone backed, and anybody who comes in who's from Britain can actually put a pin in.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So definitely a unique niche that you have here in Vero Beach, and we're so happy to have you. I was surprised at some of the other choices that you have here. Could you tell us a little bit about, I know I wandered in because I heard you had some vegan choices. So
we've always been really committed to the vegan community. It's how we started out. So we have vegan prepared meals, which again, as we evolve, will become more British. We do a fantastic lentil shepherd's pie. We do vegan sausage rolls, vegan cheese and onion rolls, and so much more. So there will always be a vegan section, a vegan menu here. I can even do a vegan afternoon tea with 48 hours notice.
Oh, wow. That's something that is really unique. It's hard to find if you're someone who is eating a vegan diet or a healthier diet. The other thing I was surprised is you were setting up for a wine tasting when I was here.
Yes.
So
we do monthly wine tastings, and they are a lot of fun. This month we're actually doing one that's vegan, because we do a vegan event every month. And we serve about 7 wines and then have past hors d'oeuvres as well, because we don't want anyone drinking on an empty stomach.
Of course not.
But a lot of people refer to this as high tea. It is not high tea.
Okay. See, I'm learning as we go.
This high tea is a meal that is served later in the day, and usually
Okay.
the servants at a high table. The Duchess of Bedford, who started tea in the 1700s, would eat it at a low tea in the afternoon because she got peckish between breakfast and dinner, which was served much later back in those days. And then she started, so she'd have her servants bring her some snacks, and then she started inviting her friends over, and that's how tea started.
Well, I have learned a ton just in sitting here with you, and I really appreciate your time. Is there anything else that you'd like to tell us about your unique property that you have here in your niche?
Well, we'd certainly like to invite you to our little British cafe, whether you come in for a glass of wine, lunch, tea, or even a cheeky glass of Prosecco. Cheers.